today we're going to have a conversation just about the changes and the regulations that are being mandated for the change of R410 refrigerant to a new class called A2L. There's two refrigerants in the A2L. That's R32 and 454B. And Mark, why don't you give us a little bit more insight into that?
A lot of people are affected. Anybody in the HVAC industry is going to be affected, but as growers, we're going to all be affected as we have our air conditioning units, our dehumidifiers. Anything with refrigerant in it is going to be affected by the transition. So what's happened is 410A being a global warming damaging refrigerant, they've gone to a transition period where they're using a refrigerant that's less damaging to the environment. And that's being regulated by the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. And what the growers need to be concerned about is from installation, retrofits, any situation where they might be replacing their equipment, they might be putting in, going from a 410A refrigerant to an A2L refrigerant, 454 R32, like you said. But the issue is that this refrigerant is slightly flammable. So in a slightly flammable refrigerant, you have to mitigate any sort of flammability exposures, right? So, there's going to be some sort of mitigation for leak detection. So you're going to have some sort of leak detection device to protect and prevent any sort of explosions, right? I mean, again, it's mildly flammable, but there still has to be precautions and things that are taken care of. So. As of now, they're saying that anything over 4 pounds of refrigerant in a system has to have its own independent leak detection system. So that will be part of the equipment that you purchase. They'll be mandated before you purchase it that'll have some sort of leak detection device. But this will affect everybody. Anybody that's in the cannabis sector that has AC units, dehumidifiers, anything with refrigerant, you're definitely going to be in a position where you're going to be replacing something in the coming year or two, and you'll be faced with putting an A2L refrigerant, R32, R454A system, and you're going to have to be looking at some sort of system for leak detection to prevent the flammable refrigerant from becoming an issue.
And the new refrigerant isn't compatible with old units, is it?
No. Unfortunately, that's I think that's how that we all make more money in a sense, right? Yeah. I mean, they make it where you wish you could have it so you could just put it in, but that's not the case. So you're going to be in a position where you're going to be replacing your equipment, and even as the 410A gets more and more common, you're going to see wholesalers and places where you normally get refrigerant not be available, and in that case, you're not going to be able to top up your system or add refrigerant in like you used to. So you're probably going to be in a situation where you're going to be getting rid of that, eliminating that old system and putting a new system with an A2L refrigerant. So
there will be a point when the existing equipment is going to age out from a serviceability side.
For sure.
And there's not going to be able to get the refrigerant to recharge these units anymore.
Absolutely. And you're already in a position where, we're in the cannabis sector where equipment's ran through an absolute storm of conditions, right?
Yeah.
So, the ASHRAE, which sets standards for how long equipment is designed to live for in a comfort cooling situation, say an office, that equipment's designed to run for 15, 20 years. You could pretty much half that or even a third that in a cannabis section. Because,
I'd say quarter that.
A quarter even, right? So, I mean, that's just the reality of it.
And that the reason we kind of bring that topic up is we're working to be ahead of the curve, and we've developed a new model, the 340 pint, and this is an R32 product. So it's one that we're really proud of. We've managed to reach the Title 24 efficiency standard, which is massive because the R32 has a 5% loss compared to other refrigerants. And this is a product that we feel is going to be a bit of a leader in the industry as far as dehumidifiers for the cannabis space. And we definitely hope to be, continue to be kind of leading the industry with bringing out, innovative products.
What excites me is that we're the first ones to do this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're all the larger air conditioning and unitary products, the York, the Lennox, all these companies, they're already ahead of the curve, and they have R32 and 454. They have A2L products, but the other dehumidifier manufacturers, they've been radio silent. We haven't seen anything from them that's going to show that they've even have a product, or they've been able to get the efficiency numbers and also get the product in with the new A2L. So it's going to be interesting how that rolls out.
As we know too, it's a real challenge being able to meet these Title 24 efficiency standards, and let alone using an efficient refrigerant that has even 5% less efficiency than the R410. So it's definitely something we're really proud of, that we're able to get this product to market very soon, and being the first one on the market to have an R32 dehumidifier.
It's funny how the government, does that to you in a sense. They're telling you, okay, we're going to have to use this new refrigerant that's less efficient, yet we need your product to be more efficient for other reasons. So you got the Environmental Protection Agency saying you got to use this refrigerant that's less efficient, and then you've got other compliances that are telling you, California Title 24, and there's others for other states that are saying, hey, this product needs to be more efficient. So they're already handcuffing you in one sense, yet they want you to make this efficient product, right?
Yeah. If you want to know more, keep following us on social, and or our website, and we'll be sure to update you when this product's ready for market.